Hello ladies and gentlemen, Nick here and welcome to the second unboxing from the 18th of March 2026. Hopefully this one will be a bit shorter because the previous one, I think is going to be at least an hour. So sorry about that guys. But part 2 will probably be 10 to 20 minutes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, the first part was the collection season 21, Doctor Who the collection, unboxing and going through that. So, next is another parcel arrived on Monday, the 16th. Next is the parcel that came today. So I'm going to take season 21 away. And next up, this box. So, piercing. Yeah. And it is more of the Doctor Who Eaglemoss figures that are being the ones that were cancelled after Eaglemoss went under, but they've been able to do a couple of figures for the last year or so, and then be able to re-release them thanks to the Sci-Fi Collector Shop. Receipt here, which I will not show, but we are expecting to have the figures of Vogan, which is number 239, Norma the Jackardian, number 241, which, fun enough, I believe is from Twin Dilemma, which we talked about in the previous video, and Kronos from, by the way, Voros is from Revenge of the Sidemen, and Kronos from the Time Monster. Time Monster? Yeah, from the Time Monster, which is number 242 of these. I think, have we had 240? I think we've had 240. They're not really, I think they're just doing whichever ones now. I don't think we've got 228 yet, and I don't know if they've done all of the 230s. So, yeah, we made it to the 240s. And it's coming to characters that people don't really seem to know. Well, this is, yeah, Jackardian, edition, here we go. I've got limited edition number 393 of 750s. And it's number 241 of the set. It's the Twin Dilemma starring Colin Baker. So here it goes. Before I open him, there's the thing there. And then, so I will do the individual openings in a second. Then we got Vogan. On the receipt, it's Voros. So this is Voros the Vogan. As mentioned on the limited edition thing, number 359 out of 750, but on here it just says Vogan. From Revenge of the Cybermen, 4th Doctor story, Twin Dilemma 6th Doctor, and ooh, this is interesting. This is the first of the normal figures that comes like this. Some of the special ones do. But this is This is a normal one, 242, and it's Kronos from the Time Monster. Does it have a? It doesn't tell me what edition it is. Actually, this one doesn't have a sticker. Edition of 750, but I don't know which one. Maybe it's inside. You know, I'm going to open Kronos first, then. With some padding. Box over there. And so, got some fun. I've got some of this on some of the boxes that like this. I think 2 or 3 of the special ones. I've got the Dalek, the gunship from Time of the Doctor and Day of the Doctor, and the cyber controller in his chair figures come in boxes. I think there's a few others as well I've got that are hidden. I can't really see them right now. Yeah, here we go. That's the plastic. He doesn't have an edition on the base. It says Doctor Who Kronos. But it's not as big as the special, so he's not really as special. He's just given this really big box. I guess that's the back then. And there you go, Kronos. who basically is a man, in a bird suit with big wings. Yeah. the supposed final boss of the Time Monster. By the way, 3 stories that aren't really very popular, so for these 3 figures. Yeah, so that's 242 Kronos with a K, not a C. Kronos with a K, not a C. Okay, 239 for Vogan, for the Vogan. I'll go backwards order. I'll do number 241 next. Jacadian from the Time Meddler. Which, actually, appropriate timing for this figure coming out because of the Season 21 set. There was a couple of other Season 21 related stuff, so, like including the Doctor Who Chronicles from Doctor Who magazine on 1984, the Tegan action figure from Character Options, and now Jacadian, for giving us some 6th Doctor representation. Plus the BFI screening and maybe some merchandise push for Season 21 related stuff. Okay, here's Jacadian. And there's the bottom. Yeah, pretty cool figures. I think he's the main henchman in Twin Dilemma. And also that was a fairly easy plastic box to open, but the wire was a bit annoying. Okay, there he goes, over there. I'll have to find some space on the shelf because they're almost out of space. And Vogus, Vorus the Vogan. I think he's the main Vogan villain of Revenge of the Cybermen. Obviously the Cybermen are the main villains. Oh, there you go, that's nice. Plastic, just one of tape. As I was saying, obviously the Cybermen are the main villains of Revenge of the Cybermen, and there's a human villain as well, who's actually a double agent working for the Vogans. But at first you think he's working for the Cybermen. Either way, he's not really on the side of the humans on Space Station Nervous, so either way he's still a somewhat of a villain. And then Voras is the main villain of the Vogans. I don't know if you actually would have needed the Vogan villains, because there's sort of a Vogan civil war on Voga, and at the same time you've got the Cyberman thing. So, yeah, there's the bottom, and then there's Voras. Oh, and the way he dies is he's basically just shot in the back by one of the other Vogan's soldier hench person thing whilst he's at his control. It's a bit silly. Revenge of the Cybermen is definitely the black sheep in Season 12. An otherwise really great season. There we go. So that's all 3 figures. Like I said, these stories are not really fan favourites. I've already addressed my opinions on Twin Dilemma in the previous video. Revenge of the Cybermen is definitely the weakest of Season 12, and definitely the second weakest of Tom Baker's first 3 seasons. After Planet of Fire, I don't like Planet of Fire. And then, I don't think the Time Monster's as bad as everybody says, although there is some bad stuff in it and some stupid decisions, like Baby Benton, and it's not really that great of a story, but I think it's better than some people do. I think I gave it a very positive review in 2019. I think I might lower that score down a bit now. I think I gave it 8 at the time. I think I might go it down to 7. Definitely not as good. I think I definitely would put it lower than Curse of Peladon now. And Curse of Peladon would be the middle in that ranking. But I still think I like Time Monster more than most people. I think I like Twin Dilemma more than most people, but that's not saying much regarding that story, because I also think it's not very good. Just don't think it's the worst story of all time, like every Doctor Who magazine poll since 1998 seems to say. Definitely the weakest of Colin's run, and definitely the weakest of Season 21. I won't deny that. I will not argue that. But worst of all time, I would dispute it. Not even the worst of the 80s. Revenge of the Cybermen, is definitely the weakest Cyberman story, at least of the classic series. Although I might have to see how it compares to Dark Water, Death and Heaven for the new series. Closing Time, I actually thought was extremely strong for the most parts, and then the ending is a massive pile of dog shit. So that story is more overall. That's more of a middle ground story, because it starts off great and then it gets shit at the end. So I put it in the middle overall. Nightmare and Silver's also not that great. But I think Dark Water and Death in Heaven is the worst of the Cyberman stories of the 21st century so far. Although that being said, that's the worst, and the Cybermen have it better than the Daleks, because there's some Dalek stories from Series 7 and Series 9 that are worse than Dark Water, Death in Heaven, in my opinion. Although probably not by much in the case of the Series 9 opener. I think, again, that story, I think I gave 5 out of 10 at the time. Dark Water, Death in Heaven, when I watch it, maybe might go down to 4 now. I think, yeah, I might even put it below In the Forest of the Night on that ranking as well. I'll give Frank Cottrell Boys. So I cut him a break by putting Peter Harness script, Kill the Moon. Kill the Moon was last. That one's really bad. But I think I kept Cottrell Boys some slack by not putting Forest of the Night second, by putting it second to last rather than last. I think I might want to cut him a bit more slack now by putting it up to third to last rather than second to last, because I think Dark Water, Death in Heaven would now go down to second to last spot on that ranking. So yeah, there you go. Some Doctor Who ranking updates for season 9, John Pertwee, and series 8, Peter Capaldi, season 34 for overall. So yeah, Time Monster would now go down from 8 out of 10 to 7 out of 10, and I would put it below Curse of Peladon, which I had previously ranked above. I had ranked that below Time Monster, now I would rank it above. And Series 8, Dark Water, Death in Heaven, I would say is now, I would rank that below In the Forest of the Night, and I would have them at the same score. I know that's not, Series 8's not really relevant here, I'm just saying because I think that's probably in contender for worst Cyberman story with Revenge of the Cybermen. I know some people would say Nightmare in Silver or Closing Time, but I've already expressed my stance on those two. Like, a very quick stance. Yeah, I suppose fair. Those two are also in contention. More so, maybe, well, no, I think it might have given Nightmare in Silver 7. Maybe that would drop down to 6 as well with Closing Time. Classic series-wise, Cybermen, I actually really like Attack of the Cybermen. That's my favourite Sixth Doctor story. Not objectively his best, that probably would be Vengeance, but Vengeance on Varus, but personal favourite is Attack of the Cybermen. And Silver Nemesis I also really like. And it is the weakest of season 25, but I think it is good. And then the other Cyberman story, Wind Space I actually did quite like. Maybe when if I saw it animated, my opinion might change on that. But I did like it when I saw the recons. For the missing episodes. The other Cyberman stories are all really great. Tomb's my favourite. Then Earthshock. And then maybe Attack of the Cybermen or 10th Planet or Invasion. And then new series ones, I think they're good. I think the rest are good. The series 10 finale is amazing. Yeah, I think they've had less stories than the Daleks, but I think they've been done better. I'm talking about the Cybermen because of Revenge of the Cybermen, by the way. That's what's and he's from Revenge, so that's why we're talking Cyberman right now. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it from me. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next unboxing video. Thank you for watching this unboxing and the very long season 21 unboxing. This video is going to be like maybe a quarter of the length of that. We'll see. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Nicholas Payne YouTube channel.